In Jamaica, supporters of People's National Party PNP leadership contender Peter Bunting say the party will recover after the September 7 presidential elections. Peter Bunting is challenging incumbent Dr. Peter Phillips for leader of the party. Bunting's Rise United camp released a poll on Wednesday conducted by pollster Don Anderson, which revealed that 39% of citizens believe Bunting is better suited to lead the party compared to 21% in favor of Dr. Peter Phillips.
We have always said that what we're about is that we're asking for a change in leadership of the party. But please remember that the team PNP belongs to the People's National Party. And when Comrade Bunting becomes the leader, the persons who are on one PNP now, who are opponent, in the bigger scheme of things, they will be teammates. So this is like a squad match as we prepare to play a real match against our real opponent, which is the Jamaica Labour Party. We're just really doing something to change the captain of the team. And we think that the persons have stated clearly who they want to captain the team for the People's National Party.
Meanwhile, PNP leader Dr. Peter Phillips has accused the chairman of Bunting's Rise United team, Mark Golding, of making statements on the campaign trail about his leadership style that was never communicated to him.
Yeah, I was very perplexed by those remarks on his part, because I'm not aware of having said anything that would fall into that kind of category. I've actually been very measured in everything I've said during this process. My focus has been on explaining the qualities of the candidate who I favor, who I happen to know very well and for a long time, so I'm well positioned to speak to that. And also to explain where necessary the reasons why I think the challenge was necessary. But I've done nothing to denigrate Dr. Phillips. To the contrary, whenever I mention him, I acknowledge the tremendous record that he has had within the party and national minister and so on. I had him as somebody who I would call a friend. Since I heard those remarks in the media, I actually reached out to him and said to him, what specifically were you referring to? I haven't yet had a response to that, though we're supposed to have a talk about it. I suspect that he was misinformed.
And Bunting's camp is also dismissing claims that members of the team were behind a campaign that saw former Prime Minister and leader of the PNP, Portia Simpson Miller, stepping down as leader of the party.
That could not be true, and here's why that could not be true. If you recall, during that time period, let me speak to myself, at her final conference that she had, I was the person that she invited to be her guest speaker. If you look on the team as well, comrades, 2 of the councillors from her former constituency are integral members of the team. The person who has replaced her as Member of Parliament in Southwest is also a member of the team and is the campaign director. Be reminded as well, Comrade Bunting was brought back into politics by Comrade Portia Simpson Miller.
She was a tremendous Prime Minister from the point of view of allowing her team to do their work. And I have the highest regard for her, and I will never, ever do anything to undermine her or denigrate her memory. She's a wonderful lady, and she always had my full support. And if you look at when she decided it was time to go, it wasn't Peter Bunting who succeeded her, right? So the idea that we are the ones who pushed her out, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mr. Bunting is encouraging supporters to keep the campaigning clean.
I'm sure there are those on the other side who are collecting as much video and audio and print as they can to use for their side. But the truth is that we've been here before, as I've said, as has been said by many of us, and we can move beyond it. And the important thing, and I use this opportunity to certainly appeal to the Rise United supporters, as well as all the comrades. Let us, try and ensure that we maintain the support for our candidate within the boundaries of the code of conduct that we have established. Let us focus on why we support one team or the other, and put aside tearing down the other side.